So, Jeffrey Epstein is dead. By an apparent suicide in federal jail. And the Justice Department is currently investigating. Now this is pretty huge news. This is pretty big. Epstein, I'm just going to get into a little bit for those of you who haven't heard of him or don't know what's going on or could possibly be living under a rock. I'm going to give you some of the information. So Epstein was a millionaire financier and an accused sex trafficker. He's dead. He died Saturday morning while in federal custody. He was 66, and he hung himself, supposedly. And they found him unresponsive around 6:30 a.m. William Barr, the Attorney General, has even said, Epstein's death raises serious questions that must be answered because a little over 2 weeks ago, he was found injured in a fetal position in his cell at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in Manhattan. He was semi-conscious with marks on his neck at the time. And they put him on suicide watch. Now he was no longer... I don't know if he was not under suicide watch anymore. No, as a matter of fact, from what I read, he was still under suicide watch. I'm pretty sure he was still under suicide watch. But what's interesting is his death came literally a day after they found a ton of court documents unsealed. And I've been seeing conspiracy theories everywhere. And it's one of those situations where I can't really get on the people about their conspiracy theories because so much doesn't make sense. And Epstein was around a lot of influential big people. He had dirt on a lot of big names. So I'll get a little more into it first. I'll go a little farther back. Epstein was arrested July 6th at an airport in New Jersey. And he was just coming back from Paris on his private jet. And at the time, he was charged with one count of sex trafficking, conspiracy, and a count of sex trafficking. And he faced up to 45 years in prison. He pleaded not guilty. He was denied bail. And the indictment in his case showed that he sought out minors, and some were as young as 14 years old. And he paid them hundreds of dollars in cash to have sex with him in his Manhattan townhouse or in his estate in Palm Beach, Florida. And one of his alleged victims, Virginia Roberts, who is now 36 years old, so she's not, a minor testifying now, she's an adult, said that she was ordered to have sex with several high-powered men. And she was just 14 years old. So this shit runs deep. Okay? This shit runs deep. And today, one of my colleagues came up to me. It shows just how stuck on a team we are, right? Or a lot of people are. He comes up to me and we're talking. He's like, yeah, damn, I can't believe the Clintons killed Epstein. I said, what? What are you talking about? And he goes, yeah, Bill Clinton, he killed Epstein. I said, whoa. Where did you get that info? He goes, oh, it just makes sense. I'm like, how does that just make sense? Oh, well, Clinton killed Epstein. I'm like, so did Donald Trump. What are you saying? He goes, no, the Democrats killed him. So he went from Bill Clinton killed Epstein to, well, the Democrats killed him. Couldn't have been a Republican. None of the high-powered people he was around, right, could have been Republican that could have killed him. It had to be Bill Clinton and or the Democrats. Insane. And listen, I'm not ruling out that there was foul play here, and it could have been a Democrat person. It could have been somebody tied to Bill Clinton. I'm not ruling that out, but I'm also not ruling out that it could have been a Republican or, a high-powered guy that's a Republican. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, in my mind, I wasn't even thinking of, like, the parties at the time. But he went immediately to, it was this party that killed him. I was just thinking, either he legitimately killed himself or somebody high-powered killed him or had him killed. I wasn't thinking like, it was this party that killed him. Like, what? Why do you, so tribalist? And then I happened to see later on when I came home that Trump tweeted something. And I'm like, that's where he got it from. Because the guy I was referring to, all he does is watch Fox News and follow Donald Trump. And that's it. He's in that bubble. Right? And Trump had tweeted something, died of suicide watch, 24/7 suicide watch. Yeah, right. How does that happen? You had a photo alongside of Epstein with one of the Clintons. And it said hashtag Jeffrey Epstein had information on Bill Clinton and now he's dead. I'm sure he had information on you too, bozo. Like, what are you talking about? He had information on a lot of people. Why are you even mentioning Bill Clinton? There's a ton of people you could have mentioned. Just weird. So, yeah, obviously, people aren't saddened by this. There's some people that are happy that he's dead. There's some people that are sad that he didn't serve justice. Look, whether he's dead or whether he sat in jail for a couple years, like, he's punished. You know what I mean? Some people are going to say he took the easy way out. Maybe you're right. Maybe he took the easy way out. Maybe killing himself was a lot easier for him than what an assassin would have done to him. Do you know what I mean? I think the following couple of weeks in time is going to reveal a lot of information about a lot of people that we didn't know. And it's going to be very interesting. We're going to be seeing a lot of people in a different light. But yeah, Trump's been on that plane. I believe his plane was called the Lolita. Correct me if I'm wrong. Trump's been on that plane. Bill Clinton's been on that plane. A lot of people's been on that plane. And they've seen some things that we can only imagine. I'm sure. So, I do have a small clip for you at the end of this. Give it a watch. It kind of sums up what happened as well. And, yeah, good riddance to bad rubbish. That's what I say. If you like what you see, if you like what you hear, please like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. If you don't, leave something in the comments. Let me know why. Let's talk about it. I'm always down to talk about it. Hopefully I'll be talking to you guys soon. Have a good one. Peace.
Accused sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein is dead. Officials say the disgraced financier died by suicide, taking his own life while awaiting trial in a New York City jail cell. His body in that van you see there seen heading for the medical examiner's office. It is a stunning turn of events for a man who lived a life of exceptional wealth with extremely powerful people in his orbit. He faced close to half a century in prison if convicted. The Attorney General saying he's appalled at the development. Investigations now by the FBI and other agencies underway. Epstein's accusers furious tonight, saying he won't have to face justice while they have to live with their scars for the rest of their lives. The bombshell development raising many new questions.